the next thing I just wanted to talk about to end up on the Premier League and basically uh, European soccer would be let's take a quick look at the Premier League and just for a start and to get into the new season,
Yeah.
just to kind of project out our top four or top six. I'll let you go first and the reasons why and what we're thinking about that.
Yeah. So I've been kind of going back and forth on my top four.
I'm telling
My
you,
list, yeah, my list has changed a little bit, right? So I think, whew, this is tough. All right. So we're doing this before the league starts, right?
yeah, this is before
A
the
few
league
more
starts.
a few more transfers, I feel like will need to be made, for this prediction to come to pass, I guess. But I guess I'll keep it simple still. I'll just go with City to retain the
Number one.
title. Yeah. And I would say Arsenal to come second again.
Okay.
Yeah, but yeah, I'll say Arsenal to come second again. And then Liverpool. I want to say Liverpool at third, but right now, like, they don't have a midfield that is
They,
like,
they, they don't.
yeah, you know what I mean? So, yeah, so I'll say Liverpool three. Hopefully they do more business, get more midfielders. And then I'll say Man United at four.
Okay.
That is my prediction. I hope I'm not jinxing anybody, but I'll say so Newcastle to come fifth, Chelsea to come sixth.
You think Chelsea makes the top six with
I
Pochettino and the like oversized squad and all that they're trying to
I
figure out?
I think so because Poch he has coached in the Premier League before, right? With Tottenham, and the team he had in Tottenham was a relatively young team as well. So I think him having, like, kind of like the same thing with Chelsea now, and just with a few veterans in the team, a couple of veterans in the team, I think Chelsea will be all right to finish in the top six. The team that I might see maybe being there again, probably be like Brighton or like Aston Villa, because I like the business that Aston Villa, especially, they've done like this summer. So definitely look out for those ones. But I think Chelsea has what it takes to be in the top six. Yeah.
Oh, okay. One thing with Chelsea is I thought last season they were gonna suck, and they actually did.
Oh, yeah.
I'm looking at this season. I don't see any level of stability, so I would think the same that they're gonna suck. And suck in
But
meaning
this year they're playing without any pressure, though. It's just different. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's no European football for them. Like, they're just
I
playing with
just don't.
no. It's like
I
playing
don't
with
think
house
they're good.
money. There's nothing they're really playing for, because we all know they won't win the league. So they might as well just go out there and surprise people.
That would be interesting. I just don't think they're good enough, especially defensively. It's
But they
gonna
just
be
signed they
interesting.
just signed a new centre back, Disasi, from was it Monaco?
He would need
Yeah,
a year. He's gonna find out. he's he's gonna
possibly.
find out in the Premier League. I think he's good, but for me, I thought that coming into this season, it's gonna be more stable after whatever they kind of figure out from last season. But what I actually see is still a lot of oh, we didn't really achieve any stability from last season. We're still moving. We're not sure who's leaving. Okay, we're gonna get 9 players out, 10 players out. Who am I? Am I really keeping the people there that I want, or because somebody wants to sign them and I gotta reduce my team? Um, I don't see. Oh, they came for Hakim Ziyech. Do you really want Sterling there, or is because nobody wants to pay up for Sterling? Do
Yeah,
you, like
that's
like
fair, I guess.
I don't see a team that came in and be like, this is the 23 players I want. All you other 9 players, you're free to leave,
Yeah,
right? And this 23, we're going to move ahead with them. It's almost like they're waiting and seeing they need to reduce the squad. And there's, in my opinion, that there's instability there. But for my top four, I would go. It's it's interesting because I actually struggled with number one. I
yep,
think City is
yep.
going to struggle to retain this league, and that's
It'll be
a
tough.
part
Yeah,
in the few changes that they made. Losing Riyad Mahrez and losing Ike Gondogan. We're going to find out over the course of the season that those two guys play a huge depth role in that team. Like those guys come in and you wouldn't even know that they are missing Kevin De Bruyne for Gundogan and
that's
Mahrez
true.
uh, on the wing. Maris is just an amazing professional. I just can't begin to equate how highly I regard him in his ability, not only in his great days with Leicester, but when his role in Man City, both winning the leagues and winning the Champions Leagues, spectacular. Being ready anytime he's called on, even though not being guaranteed a first team share. I
Yeah.
think he's absolutely an amazing player. So I think the two players they lost are just amazing players. Gundogan is as good as they come. So
So who do you see as the person
you,
overthrowing them to win the league? Yeah.
I'm gonna go out on a limb, and I think this is actually tough because when I was looking at this, I was like, after because I was asking myself, can Rice be that guy?
Mm.
Because if Rice is that guy, I think Arsenal win the league. So
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair.
I'm gonna go out on a limb and say Arsenal wins the league.
All right.
And this
That's
is
fair. I call them second so they can, peep Man City and be first, right? So hey,
I
it's close.
I'm
It's
gonna go
close.
out on a limb and not just go with the easy option because I think we're gonna find out how much those two players mattered. And there's something that happens when you have such a season as Man City has last year. You become more prone to injuries. People don't talk about this, but when you have such a season where you put so much and you are able to win both your league and the Champions League, it's so difficult. Even if the quality is still there, you've put so much that you're more prone to injury. So I just think not just am I looking at the missing, but I actually think they're going to probably have injury concerns. You would never know where it's going to come from, but I think when you have the kind of year you had last year, it's just what happens. So I'm looking at Man City as a team that not struggle too much, but at the end of the season they're going to be missing Mares and they're going to be missing Gundogan, and it's going to show. Uh, for them. So I would pick Arsenal to actually win the league because, in my opinion, they're so close. A little bit of experience, Ateta getting the team exactly how he wants. I like the Kai Havertz signing suddenly. And I'm excited for my Arsenal guys. Like, finally, they can actually come out and show themselves. It's been a while. There are many of them out here, right?
Yeah.
I'm
No,
excited for my Arsenal guys.
they were really close last season, right? And
Yeah,
it makes sense for them to win it this year. But the thing with Man City and Pep is that like they've just been there, they've done it too many times. They just know how to yeah, just maneuver like tough situations. But like you said, if there are injuries, like to and then they have like depth
you remember
issues,
what
then
happened to Liverpool? Like last season or the season before. Like there's a way you compete for these competitions and the injuries just come. Like you put in a lot of work. And I think it's going to be hard for them to play through an injury because of the lack of depth with Mares, the quality of.
so are you saying that okay now if we say take out injuries and let's say they are relatively healthy,
Yeah.
are you saying Arsenal still wins the league?
Really, one thing I'm counting on, not being negative, is the injuries, but why I still like the pick is even fully healthy. I like Arsenal being pretty close. I
Okay
like
then.
Arsenal being right
Yeah,
there. So I'm
let's
going to
let's go
go.
with that. Let's go because we
So
can't predict injuries. That's the thing. Like 'cause
yeah,
even
we can't predict injuries.
Arsenal could be injured too, right? So
They
yeah,
could, but the attrition of competing at such a high level to the end of the last season, and of course, champions celebrating all over the world. The thing with me is when I look at all these games, I can't help but add the extra factors. We don't know what is going to happen in the future, but if I'm going to make a prediction, I'm going to actually take a look and be like, who's more prone to a letdown, injuries, instability, and stuff like that. And in my opinion, Ateta is building something that's getting better. And Man City was great, but that's always an opportunity for a letdown. Uh, and I just think without injury still, I'm going to say Arsenal. But I even feel more confident about my pick,
okay,
considering that I am actually feeling like it's going to be a tough season. And when I say the injuries, it's because of the lack of depth too, because of Mares
yeah,
and Gundogan being gone.
yeah,
Arsenal, in my opinion, didn't lose a player like that,
that's
right?
true.
And they
That's
were
true.
close, right? And they kind of improved a little bit.
Yeah,
Trossard signing for Arsenal is going to be huge, in my opinion, in terms of depth, right? Or covering those midfield holes and
and I think
coming
they'll be
in.
better defensively too this year.
I think so as well that they'll
Yeah,
be better defensively, which is something I haven't looked. Man City might be still be pretty good defensively. I just don't think they're gonna be able to score as many goals. I think from that midfield setup, they're gonna miss something there, and there's
definitely.
gonna be
Because Gundogan's goals were like they came
big
at like crazy timing. Like so, yeah, they'll definitely miss Gundogan and his goals. That's for sure.
for sure. So I would say going out on a limb, but I would say Arsenal.
So Arsenal number one. All
Arsenal
right. So who's
is
number
gonna
two?
be, and I know a lot of my Arsenal friends that are fans, like my Arsenal fans that are my Arsenal fans, which are my friends, would be excited about that. But yes, I've come around, and that would be a victory that I wouldn't feel some type of way. I would actually be happy for Arsenal to take that. So I would say Arsenal won. I'll go out on the limb. I would actually say I want to say Man City, but I still don't. I want to push them down a little bit.
Yeah, don't push
So
it.
I'm.
Don't push it. Don't push it, my guy. Do not push it, my guy.
You heard it here on DI Sports. You
Mm-mm.
heard it here all on DI
Man
Sports.
City not in
I'm
the
going
top
to.
two.
No, Man City
Ah.
doesn't make my top two. The crazy thing about my second best team is that I'm going to go with Manchester United.
Oh hell no! Don't do us like that, man. That's like jinxing us, man. Like no, we don't need that kind of
You
pressure.
gotta play with that pressure.
Nah.
Uh, Eric
Man
Ten Hag,
United?
yeah.
Ooh.
I'm
We
gonna
might
go with
as
Manchester.
we might as well win the league, you know. We're going to come we might as well win the league, we're going to come second. Ah man.
Yeah, I would
Don't
say
get
Manchester.
don't get me wrong though. I'll be excited if that happens. Like we finish second. Ooh. I'll be excited, but like we might
I,
as well just win it. You know? Just
yeah,
win it all.
I think Man U, and the real prediction there is pushing Man City down. That's the
Ooh.
real prediction there.
Yeah.
But then I'll put Man City third,
Okay.
and then I'll put Liverpool fourth. And the reason I put Liverpool fourth is just I think they have big players. They got players. Luis Diaz, man, I just love the guy play, right? So I'm putting them there because if they gotta get the job done to make the Champions League, they just got big players, but their midfield is nothing to write home about. They're
Not
gonna
right now, no.
concede. They're gonna
No.
concede lots of goals, so I don't like that. I would have put them close to the top. If Liverpool had a midfield, I think they're motivated. Luis Diaz is back. Diogo Jota is an absolute goal threat.
Darwin
Darwin
Nunes
Nunes is
is his
going to be
second year.
good
He's
this
definitely gonna
year.
be better. Salah is
Salah, we
Salah
all
is
know
Salah,
he wants to
you
rip
know.
your throat
Oh
out.
yeah.
Salah wants to get it all.
And there's
So
Gakpo too, playing in his second
Gakpo wants,
season, right? Oh yeah.
yo, that offense, I think can carry them a lot, but their defense and midfield is bad. Like
The
you watch
midfield right now.
the
Yeah.
midfield right now, the defense, in my opinion, I still think they're very average, right? Um, I don't think Zoboslai um, really helps defensively. So that's still a huge
Yeah.
issue. They got Zoboslai, they got Thiago, Harvey Elliott. I'm thinking of the guys that got against
Jones,
Joe
um,
Curtis Jones.
Cody Jones, yeah.
Jordan Henderson is gone. He was huge. Fabinho is gone. He was huge. I am not excited about that midfield. So I think they're going to have a very up and down season, but their offense is going to be fun. If you're going to be betting on those games, overs on Liverpool games, like I just don't see how goals aren't going in
Oh
on
yeah,
both sides.
especially at Anfield. It's going to be a goals galore for sure. Especially at
Their
Anfield.
goals going to be going in right, left, center. For me, I just think Liverpool games are just going to be fun to watch, knowing that every single game they have a chance to lose, and every single game they can score about 5 goals. That's how I look at Liverpool games this season. They can score 5 goals any game, and they can lose any game because they are going to concede three, maybe four. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Something,
That's
something
fair.
like that. So
That's fair.
I'll put Liverpool fourth. If not, if I didn't think so highly of their offense coming in this year, I would have put them outside the top four. I just think their
Okay.
midfield and defense is going to struggle.
Yeah.
But Liverpool fourth, I would say I'm not a believer in Chelsea. There's always going to be that one team. I think Newcastle can stay put at five. And then I would go with Brighton. I wanted to go with Aston Villa for six, but
Yeah.
I would go with Brighton. The job that De Serbi is doing at Brighton, it's a good job. Still not comfortable with playing from the back. Like that thing bothers me, but they do it really well. Like in like 5 seconds, the ball can be at the back of your net, right from the goalkeeper's feet.
Oh yeah, they're
When
good
it
at that.
works,
Oh
when
yeah,
it works, it looks really good,
and they can press too. Like they
and
can
they can
press
press.
very well. So
I
yeah,
like what the Chevy is doing. I'm looking forward to watching that game whenever Brighton and Liverpool play. That will be an interesting one. But Chelsea, probably somewhere outside the top six. I don't think Chelsea is going to be much better this year. Maybe one more year. Defensively, I don't like new defenders to a team that is not settled. Like if you look at the back line, we're talking about Chaloba, Thiago. Thiago is like 50 guys. Like, shouldn't he be on a retirement plan or
he's a
something?
veteran. He's a veteran there. Yeah,
Then you got the new signing that they got in Badia Shield. I don't know if Badia Shield understands what's happening in the Premier League. I think Fofana is currently injured
yeah,
uh, as well. That's just not good. That's just not good. Rhys James, is he really a defender? I'm not sure.
of
Ben
course.
Chilwell, is he still defending? I can't tell. And now in the midfield, Enzo got to take it up. N'Golo Kante is gone. Mateo Kovacic is gone. Jorginho is gone.
Missy
I
Mount is gone.
Mount is gone. Now you're hoping that Modric makes the leap. You got Christopher Nkunku. I love him. I think he's going to adjust pretty quickly. He's fast. He's quick on his feet and he plays really well. So I think Nkunku is going to help the offense, but would he stop goals from going in? I don't think so. I don't think they're going to be a good pressing team. Um, there's just going to be a lot of learning process. So I would say Chelsea has a similar. I would be impressed if they could actually make the top six. Top four would be interesting, but I think even the top six, Chelsea wouldn't make it. I was hoping for a second year of something good, and it just feels like the first year of something. It doesn't feel
So
like,
according to your top three, like top
yeah,
four, but you're like your top three teams, do you feel like there'll be like, like a title race that would actually be more intense than last season? Because I feel like Man City will always like contend for the league, and
yeah,
then
it
like
will be close.
if Man United is going to be second, and then Arsenal winning it, so are you
It's
seeing it going
I,
like down to the wire?
this might be one of the closest. Well, last year was pretty close, but I didn't think it was close. I just knew Arsenal was going to give it up. Like the kind of pressure you need to do. But I think this might be one of. Okay, I'll put it this way: the closest top finish with three teams probably still there around the end.
Oh, okay. All right.
So
I
I would
mean,
say three teams.
it will
Like
be good
usually
for
you
the
have
league.
two.
It will be good for the league for sure.
Yeah,
Yeah.
usually you have two, but I think like with 8 games to go, there'll be
Hmm.
three teams genuinely in contention to win the league.
Oh,
That's what I
all
think.
right.
And that's because I think Man City is going to come down to the pack of other people. And
Yeah.
then it's going to be the Man City, Man U, Arsenal push to the end. And now depth and all that is going to play a big role after January and stuff like that. That's how I'm looking. I think it's actually three. I know you're a Man U fan. You don't want to get excited and against Man U. But when I look
Ooh,
at this game, I wouldn't want Man U to win, but second position is just about right for me. Very
just
close
about
game.
right. So yeah, yeah. All right. All
Because I think
right.
they're going to be good. I'm not usually when Man U sucks, I like it. I'm not going to enjoy watching them win, but I think they're just going to win. There's nothing I can do about it. Like when the team is good, they're just they're just going to win.
Yeah. So
Like as you
I have,
said,
as a Man United fan, I have them at four. You not a Man
yeah,
United fan, you have them at two. So I
I
see
have
what's
them at
going on
two.
here. I see what's going on here. Well,
I'm wishing they are not two, but I like that position because they don't actually win. But I think they're going
I'm not trying to put any pressure on my boys. I just want us to go out there and like do our thing. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, just yeah.
because another thing is I think Anthony is going to be better this year. I think
You think?
Jadon Sancho. Yeah, I think so. I think he's going to be better. He was horrible last year. There's no other
Alright.
way than
Well, I hope so too. I mean, but
Jadon Sancho.
I'm almost losing faith. But
I
okay.
don't know, but Bruno, Marcus Rashford, I think are going to be good. The midfield is going to be a whole lot better this year, and I just think the consistency coming from last year to this year is going to
Yeah.
really help. I like when teams are, and I think last year they were decent. I didn't think much. They were top 14. I didn't think they were they exceeded expectations or I didn't think they were beneath expectations. I think they exceeded it a little bit, in my opinion. They were better than Liverpool. They were better than Chelsea and all that
Yeah.
last year. But it will be interesting. Can clip that. Can clip that. I said that. Arsenal, Man U, Man City, Liverpool
All right.
for the top four. Can
We'll,
clip
we'll,
it.
we'll revisit this at the end of the season, and we'll see
Oh,
how it all plays
definitely.
out
Oh,
until
definitely.
until we see that Brighton has won the league and everybody.
Now that would be what we
Oh
call a
yeah.
shock. It's
Oh
not like
yeah.
I've not seen it in my lifetime, but that would be a shock,
Yeah,
in
that's
my
why you know that
opinion.
predictions are not supposed to happen. It's just yeah,
That's why we do it, right? It's the
yeah,
fun part about seeing how you view the season and how it goes. But
yeah.
uh, I actually had to think about that because I always look for an excuse to get Man U out of the top four. I just couldn't. I just couldn't see it. I could. But all this, the way I looked at Man U, either they are good and they're second or close, or they're out of the top four, and I just couldn't see the top four. I just couldn't see them out of the top four when I look at what's interesting, we never talked about Tottenham Hotspurs. How much they are fallen.
Uh,
I don't even
yeah, the thing with them is like there's such a big cloud, like hanging over them right now, which is Harry Kane. If
care.
Harry Kane
Yeah,
leaves, I don't think there's anything to talk about, to be honest. But
exactly.
if Kane
Yeah,
stays, then maybe
maybe
they might
they're
be in the
there.
top five, top six, maybe kind
We'll
of
see.
thing. But
We'll
yeah,
see. But I'm not thinking too much about them. I think there's, as you said, there's a huge cloud over Tottenham at the moment.